How goes it all? Welcome back to Paterson Out Properties. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. All right, let's get into it. All right, so it's not that often that I get to read or hear about great things like this from an economic perspective in the real estate industry, and it's rare to even get to talk about it even on this channel. However, according to the article that I read today, construction is in motion for what owners say is the first Black-owned television and movie studio in the state of Michigan. Now, before I go further, I think this is a beautiful thing. Like I said, you got Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. Dame Dash has the studios in Los Angeles. This gentleman is obviously Amaru is building his studios in Michigan, because you know with the internet nowadays you can make a movie and have a show any freaking where. So it's a beautiful thing, and I implore more and more African Americans who are creatives to not just base it in Atlanta, base it anywhere you can, especially if there's a big scene of things happening from Houston to New Orleans to because matter of fact, you even have a movie artist, movie actor, forgot his name, but he's been in a bunch of Marvel movies. He's building his own compound studios in New Orleans, and I really have a lot of respect for a lot of these artists nowadays that are actually taking more of the entrepreneurial aspect and not just being a great singer, rapper, comedian, and actor or actress. They're taking the ownership aspect of it, because that's where the true power lies outside of anything else in the United States of America. But anyways, I digress. That's my little tangent for the day, hopefully. But we'll see what happens when I continue. All right. So, anyways, stand-up comedian and director turned entrepreneur Amaru, who only goes by one name, said it was a combination of events with the death of George Floyd and the pandemic of 2020 that inspired him to open up Greenwood District Studios. Amaru stated, "How can I bring back my job and other jobs and some other jobs back to the community? Hope was the number one thing that came up, and doing away with the despair that's happening around, especially with our youth today." And I couldn't agree with that statement more, especially given the fact that there are so many millionaire celebrities in the Black community, but today, with most of them, is that they just want to get a high-paying job, but owning a company within the communities that they came from and creating jobs is the only way from Michigan and Mississippi. And I said it all the time. Who you bank with, who you do business with, holds way more power than who you vote for. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if you don't vote. That's your business. I only debate one thing. You know, I've said this on my other channel, LarrysAnythingGoes LLC, and I'll say it on this channel. The only thing I debate is how can I get more money? How can I get access to capital? How can I get tax write-offs? How can I get more properties? Those are the things that are worth debating, you know, or my health. I'll debate that as well. Outside of that, not much to debate, you know, family, but I'm not debating the issues that really, you know, circulate around the algorithms on social media. But anyways, article stated that racial equality and community demand, self-motivation, support spur an increase of many Black-owned businesses over the course of the pandemic, according to Millie Chu, a business consultant of DEI programs for the Michigan Small Business Center. Some were laid off and pursued entrepreneurship out of necessity. Some chose to quit their jobs to pursue their dreams. In all, the pandemic has caused many African Americans to take another look at options or what truly matters. Often that option or dream is owning a business. Once again, I couldn't agree with that statement more, because the best thing about the 2020 pandemic is that it gave most working people more time to think and execute on things that really and truly matter in life. Working a job for 30 to 40 years is only is nowadays a recipe for disaster. The article also stated that the building is located in Old Lansing Mall Cinema at 921 Mall Drive West. The lot sat vacant since the cinema's closing in 2014. As a professional entertainer, Amaru knew the 27,000 square foot lot would be perfect for a house, perfectly house what's needed for the film and audio production process, from pre-publication to post-production and everything in between. And it's unfortunate because, I mean, this is a great thing, but it's unfortunate. I remember the character who played Omar from the HBO series The Wire. I think his name was Michael something. I think it was Cahill or Michael Chalk, something like. But anyways, before he passed away, I remember he was on a podcast and he was talking about how he, in New York, in the city, New York City, where he was from, he actually created his own studio. He bought or leased a spot to have his own studios and whatnot. Because of today's technology and whatnot, a lot of productions can just happen anywhere. That's why you have a lot of production, you have more movie production or production period, film production happening in the state of Georgia than you do in the state of California, because of Georgia's more of a business-friendly state compared to the state of California. Love California, but everybody knows California is one of the most, California, New York are the most heavily taxed states in the freaking country, maybe the world. And because of that, a lot of people have taken their film industry ideas, or just industries in general, to other states, like the state of Georgia, North Carolina, which is a surprise. Now, like I said, you see more studios popping up all over the place, because not only are the states more business friendly and whatnot, and then you don't have to worry about paying people as high a wage. And then another thing is it allows more working people to be able to afford living in those places and be creative all at the same time. So that's why I said this is a beautiful thing doing it in a state like Michigan, because Michigan is a cheaper state to live in. There's only a handful of states that you can still buy a house for $15,000 to $20,000. Michigan's one of those states. Indiana's one of those states. Pennsylvania's one of those states. Wyoming's one of those states. I could go on and on. Illinois is one of those states. Wisconsin. Like I said. But anyways, I digress. But back to the story at hand. Because it says the lot would basically be perfectly housed with what's needed for the film and audio production process, from a pre-production to post-production and everything in between. And that's a beautiful thing. And then the beautiful thing is, it's like, not only is a person like Amaru creating business opportunities and economic opportunities in his own community and whatnot, but a lot of these movie and here's the thing, before I even go forward, because we're about to wrap this up, but here's the thing to think about. A lot of your old movie theaters are going to continuously close down, especially the mom and pop movie theaters, because we live in a streaming world right now where most movies that are being made, especially, you can thank the pandemic, they went straight from, once the film was done, to Hulu, to Amazon Prime, to Netflix, all streaming platforms, instead of going to the movie theaters, because the movie theaters were closed for so long. So my aspect is, my mindset is, my opinion is, that in the next 10 to 20 years, movie theaters are going to the amount of movie theaters are going to be less and less, and a lot of the movie theaters are going to just be turned into something else. But it's more of a friendlier atmosphere to turn them into a production set, especially in smaller towns and whatnot. Especially if you're a creative and whatnot, or if you're a part of a group of creatives, turn it into a theater where actually plays happen, places where bands perform, and places where people actually do productions and things of that nature, wedding halls, party halls. I mean, the opportunity, this is just from a commercial real estate aspect, the opportunities are actually endless when you think about it. Just being, just thinking like, hey, well, these movie theaters may become obsolete in one aspect, but they can be very, very lucrative in another aspect from a commercial standpoint. So if you own one of these small theaters, something to think about. Do the research, do your homework. Don't just listen to a random guy on YouTube. Anyways, Amaru stated that we lucked up and got one building to do everything we want to do. Michael Nathan is a producer and director who is a part of the team working to turn Greenwood District Studios into a reality. And the good thing with the name, like Greenwood, which was a district is a district in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but it was once a vibrant district of African Americans that unfortunately was burned down back in the early 1900s. Good things take time, and if you're willing to sacrifice and work for it, it'll happen no matter what, Mr. Nathan stated. Once reconstruction is complete, the building will feature 6 studios, a state-of-the-art editing bay, and office space. A Kalamazoo native, Amaru, 47 years old, has been in the entertainment industry for 25 years. He said that his first time getting a taste of Hollywood experience is working as an aspiring writer in Los Angeles for rapper and actor Master P. And this is one of the best things about owning commercial real estate, family, because you have the opportunity to do many great things that will not only change your life, but change the lives of those around you all at the same time. And I love it, and I think the article ended on such a great note when it comes to that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you're in the Michigan area, maybe you want to check Amaru's studio. That's supposed to be done by the end of this year, 2022 out. You know what I mean? All right, Paterson Out Properties. What we do, we wholesale properties. We sell properties via real estate. Via tax liens, tax sales, and things of that nature. Majority of the time, that's where we acquire our properties because it's just easier to pay for something than just do the marketing. But hey, I still do the marketing, and sometimes I, have some luck. But most of my luck comes from owning tax lien properties and selling them as is for a profit to investors. All right. So if you're an investor, wholesaler, have a distressed property, give us a call. Email us. All our information is in the contact. In the description and all that good stuff. If you are a crypto investor like myself, maybe you want to think about joining an affiliate marketing network known as the Gold Standard Partners. They have the G999 coin, and you not only have the opportunity to purchase cryptocurrencies, but you have the opportunity to get referred for having people do the same thing. Links in the description. Check it out, and hopefully you guys have a great day. Also, if you are a crypto investor and you are a stock investor and you are a bond investor and you want to have extra individual retirement accounts, think of signing up with WEBULL. You get up to $900 worth of stock. Once you put a penny in your account, think of signing up for a stash, Acorns. Especially with Acorns, you have the opportunity to not only have purchase stock, have an individual retirement account known as an IRA. They call it Acorn later, but you can link your debit card to your Acorn account, and every time you spend money, great example, if you spend $6.50, the Acorn will round it up to $7, and that extra money will actually be invested into the stock market. So something to look into, all right? On that note, family, do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, and as I always say, make money moves or you're gonna live broke like a fool. And remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2022. It's time for you to own something. Take care.